Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today we are playing Starmade. And we have abandoned our haunted ghost ship, and in fact I've created a different universe we're playing in. Actually it's a side anyway, we're in a different universe to get away from the haunted mining vessels. And today I want to show off my project I've been working on the side. Remember we did a little with modular building. I was trying to build a hallway. Then it got lost into the ether. Anyway, I've been doing a little more work, and I think I've found a modular system of building that I think I like. So I'm going to hit load. I've saved them all as templates, and we are going to go down here to 7x7x7 frame, and we're going to hit paste. And that's it. That is the frame I like. I think I like the 7x7x7. And I can attach them together, and I can modify them after we put them in and all that good stuff. But the 7x7x7 gives me a 5x5x5 interior. So a 5x5x5, a 5x5x5 sets inside. Well, hold on, stop that. There we go. With allowing a floor, ceiling, and walls, you have a 5x5x5 space, which is a good sized space. And you can link these together and build ships and stations and all types of stuff. So I've been playing around, and I've been building, well, as you can see, 7 to the 3, I have all types of stuff I've been playing with. But we're going to go with an outer wall. And there, I have a pre-made outer wall. So if I want to build a ship, and I want an outer wall, I just link them together. I want an outer wall on this side, I turn them and link them like this. Now for the tops the tops of ships I've actually been coming in and placing blocks on top. But anyway, it comes and it creates a repeated pattern. And I don't have to worry about decorating and spacing and all that good stuff. I have these decorative bits. If I don't want them, I can come back through and take them out and fill this with something else. But if I think that, hey, this needs to be a walkway, I can just leave it like this, and it's already pre-decorated. Anyway, I just want to show off some of the different pieces I've thought. Well, this actually started when I was building an escape pod. Let's actually bring up my escape pod. 608 escape pod. There we go. I need a better naming convention. Anyway, here is the 608 escape pod. That's cool, isn't it? And it has a dark gray standard armor exterior, has a core, has some thrusters, and a medical box, and a come on, help me brain, wireless button, and a storage, and it's not an awful lot to it. Let's see, let's go back to our station where we have our experimenting stuff, and I said to myself, I'd like a way to launch a escape pod. This is how my 7x7x7 thing came to be. Apparently you can't F1, F8 into a station. If you can, I just did it wrong. Anyway, so that's how this came to be, because I said I need like a bay or something to eject my escape pod. So I built this little structure, and I thought, man, I don't want to have to build these wires every time. So I made a template of this and built a box around it, and it was a 7x7x7, and that fit my escape pod rather well. F1, F8. Because you can save logic and templates. So if you have a circuit you like, you don't have to build it every time. You can save it as a template, and it'll remember everything. So you watched me save this as a template. Although you do have to C on the escape pod and V on this to get that to work properly. So you watched me. I didn't do any wiring of my own, and I did all the wiring and saved it as a template. And that's one really cool thing about templates. You can save the the logic and not have to worry about it. Now the rails don't always orientate right, so you'll have to come back and, like if I rotated this, would have had to come back and change some of these. Alright, so the idea is it's a escape pod that's flush with the outside, and it looks alright. And I hit this button for access to the logic, should I need it. And it also pops this out. And it looks neat. And you hit the red button, or you could hit inside the escape pod, hit this wireless button, and it launches it. And that's sort of where the 7x7x7 came in. I was playing, and I said, hey, I could... No, I don't want to do that. Actually, I want in build mode here. I said to myself, hey, I could plop this down again and have me another and another, and add me a line of escape pods I was playing with, and tweaking the logic to get it what I wanted to do. I know there are wires visible, but when the escape pod's in here, none of that's visible. And after the ejects, if you're using an escape pod, you shouldn't be worried about visible logic wires. That should be the least of your concern if you have to use an escape pod. Anyway, I was playing with that and I said, hey, that actually works kind of neat. So then I built this outer wall here, and it got it to line up just right. See, outer wall, paste, and you can rotate them. I said, hey, that doesn't look half bad. Now, pasting is a bit tricky sometimes, because don't always get everything to line up just right, but it's better than what I was doing. I thought, well, wait a minute, if I have an outer wall, why can't I do something a little different, like a 45-degree wedge? And so, using that, and you can line them up, and everything lines up just fine. I said, well, what about a wedge? Why don't we just do all the blocks? So I also made a corner, outer corner. There we go. And I added these little handles for easy snappability. And these main ones seem to symmetry fine. Again, if I have something with rails in it, when I do the symmetry, it doesn't work quite right all the time. So, I thought, well, corners work. We do want paste mode. What about heptas? Can we do a hepta? Outer hepta. So I made a giant hepta. And that seems to work. My tetra, I think, is... Oh, I know my tetra's off a bit. So I need to remake the tetra. But this was sort of the idea. So, outer tetra. Yeah. And it's not quite right. Oh, okay. It's really not quite right today. There. Yeah, the tetra, I'm off a block. I need to come back and redo this one. But it still has the inner workings. Tetras sort of work. So that's one I need to come back and revisit and remake. But they're all based on the 7x7x7 block unit. And I thought, hey, that's kind of neat. And I thought I'd share my progress on my modular building here. I think I've chosen the 7x7x7 standard for these units, and I started experimenting with all types of stuff. In fact, I have a let's see, this is a Capsule Refinery. Okay, let them load in a bit. Let them load in a bit, or not, whatever. Let's give them some power. Yes, I know that's inefficient. I don't care. Yeah, I have this Capsule Refinery. But I did come on, work with me, brain. I did a module thing here for. In fact, let's turn that on. I have a sensor, so it tells if this gets full or backed up for some reason. It'll tell it to stop production. And it won't just tell it to stop production, but also throw this red light on. So I know when my, or which which factory unit has gone bad or is overflowing and has been thrown off. And that's only when it gets 100%. Okay. And so I did these, and it has 230 factory enhancers. Or 229, it produces 200. Anyway, a whole bunch of factory enhancers. So when I'm building a station or a base on a planet, I can plop these down a little quicker. And that's the idea behind modular building for me, is building it a little quicker. I don't have systems as modular units. It's more the hull, the chassis, if you will, the frame is what I'm doing modularly. And these outer pieces here, these are great because I can say, oh, I need, so that was the right one. I need some extra power. Well, I'll find this empty spot in this outer hole and I'll just thread some power through it. And we're good. So I can use these almost like running pipes or cable in a house, in the rafters or something like that. So this is the progress on my 7x7, or my modular building, specifically the 7x7x7 modular building. And I did all types of things. Yeah, my factory advanced, basic, standard. I built a 3-level elevator that we'll look at probably sometime later this week. I built a center room, which is just a floor and a ceiling without walls. I don't want paste mode on though. Hallway. Not an end cap, just a hallway. And I built a hallway. And this hallway looks much nicer than the hallway I was making. And in 7x7 units, it just snaps right in. And that's not a bad looking hallway if I do say so myself. And it looks a little big, but hey, we're in space. We don't have to worry about weight or we don't have to worry about size as long as we have thrusters that are powerful enough. Okay. And see, I have a few minutes left to show off a few more of these modules. Oh, I have a control room A and a control room B, so I have these little control modules here. So when I'm building a, oh yeah, and control panels, they don't like rotation as well. These and rail blocks don't like to be rotated. I think they'll keep their initial orientation. But anyway, I built these little stations here so I can throw together a quick bridge or engineering bay or something like that. And if I want, I can come back and replace these. I take that out and I throw in, I don't know, where's the computer? A radar jammer in here. And then I can yank this one out and throw in a shield supply computer. Yeah. Rotate it any way I want. So, a place I can keep my systems and keep them kind of decorative-y, role-play type sense. And they fit right in there. Okay. Let's see. I also made some rooms. Let's see. Small bedroom. Paste. And everything's contained in a 7x7x7. And it's all good. In fact, I have a little bedroom here. A locker and a desk and a bed. And I have a version with a window. And we're running out of time today, but this is just my progress on my modular building. And I think we're going to take some time this week, now that we're done with the ghost ship, to play with this a bit. In fact, let's see if we can't throw together a quick ship with my my modular units here. Alright, I've been JW608. This has been Starmade. I'll dig you cats next time.